Imagine a place where the sand is as white and soft as powdered sugar. Picture the sea, a brilliant tapestry of turquoise and sapphire, so clear you can see tiny, colorful fish dancing just below the surface. This, my darlings, is not a dream. It is the Seychelles. The air here is warm and sweet, filled with the scent of tropical flowers like frangipani and hibiscus. The sound is a gentle symphony of waves lapping against the shore and the soft rustle of palm leaves in the breeze. It is a place that truly touches all your senses, a genuine escape from the hustle and bustle of our everyday lives. It's simply marvelous. These islands are scattered like precious jewels in the vast, shimmering expanse of the Indian Ocean. There are 115 of them, each one a tiny speck of granite or coral, creating a world that feels utterly untouched by time. The landscape is dramatic and breathtaking. Enormous ancient granite boulders, smoothed by centuries of wind and water, lie strewn across the beaches, looking like sculptures made by giants. Lush green hillsides rise steeply from the coast, covered in dense tropical forests that are home to creatures you will not find anywhere else on Earth. It is a world of vibrant life and staggering natural beauty, a sanctuary for the soul. The Seychelles are more than just a collection of beautiful beaches, though. They are a promise of adventure and discovery. Here you can feel the thrill of exploring a hidden cove, accessible only by a winding jungle path. You can swim with majestic sea turtles, or marvel at the intricate beauty of a coral reef. It is a place that invites you to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to reconnect with the natural world in its purest form. Every corner you turn reveals another postcard-perfect scene, another moment of sheer, unadulterated wonder. It is a destination that captures your heart and stays with you long after you have left. The magic of the Seychelles lies in its tranquility and its raw, unspoiled charm. It is a place where you can truly disconnect and find a sense of peace that is so rare in our modern world. Whether you are lying on a deserted beach with a good book, hiking through a primeval forest, or simply watching a spectacular sunset paint the sky in shades of orange and pink, you feel a profound connection to this incredible environment. It is a feeling of being in a truly special place, a corner of the world that has remained a perfect, pristine paradise, and it is waiting for you to discover it in 2026. The Seychelles archipelago is a vast and varied collection of islands, but for most visitors, the journey begins and ends with three main jewels: Mahé, Praslin, and La Digue. Each has its own distinct personality and charm, offering a different flavor of island life. Mahé is the largest and most populous island, home to the capital city, Victoria. It is the vibrant heart of the nation, a place where culture, commerce, and nature coexist beautifully. Here you will find bustling markets, historical landmarks, and a fantastic array of restaurants and shops, all set against a backdrop of towering green mountains and over 60 stunning beaches. Praslin, the second largest island, is a much quieter affair. It is a place of myth and legend, often whispered to be the original Garden of Eden. The pace of life here is slower, more relaxed. The island is most famous for the UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Vallée de Mai Nature Reserve. This is a prehistoric palm forest where the legendary coco de mer nut grows naturally on towering ancient palms. Praslin is also home to some of the world's most acclaimed beaches, including the breathtaking Anse Lazio. It is an island that encourages you to unwind and simply soak in the extraordinary natural beauty that surrounds you. Then there is La Digue, my absolute darling. This is where time truly seems to stand still. It is a small, enchanting island where the primary modes of transport are the bicycle and the traditional ox cart. There are very few cars here, which adds to its serene and old-world charm. Life on La Digue is wonderfully simple. You can spend your days cycling along sandy tracks, discovering secluded coves, and visiting the world-famous Anse Source d'Argent beach, with its dramatic granite boulders that have graced 1,000 magazine covers. It is an island that feels like a secret, a place to escape and live out your ultimate castaway fantasy. Together, these three islands offer the perfect introduction to the Seychelles. They provide a wonderful variety of experiences, from the lively energy of Mahé to the tranquil nature of Praslin and the rustic charm of La Digue. You can easily travel between them by ferry or a short domestic flight, allowing you to create a perfect island-hopping adventure. Whether you're seeking cultural immersion, an encounter with unique wildlife, or simply a spot on a perfect beach to call your own, you will find it all here. spread across these three magnificent islands in the heart of the Indian Ocean. They are simply irresistible. Deciding when to visit the Seychelles is a rather lovely predicament to have, as the weather is wonderfully warm and pleasant all year round. There is truly no bad time to go. The islands are blessed with a tropical climate, meaning temperatures rarely drop below 24 degrees Celsius, or rise above 32. This makes it a perfect destination for sun seekers at any time of year. However, the year is broadly divided into two main seasons, dictated by the trade winds, and understanding these can help you plan the perfect holiday based on what you hope to do. It's all about timing it just right for your particular desires. From May to October, the southeast trade winds blow, bringing slightly cooler and drier conditions. This period is often considered the most pleasant time to visit. The sea can be a little choppier on the southeastern coasts, which is brilliant for those who enjoy windsurfing or sailing. For those of us who prefer calmer waters for swimming and snorkeling, the beaches on the northwestern coasts of the islands, like the famous Beau Vallon on Mahé, will be beautifully sheltered and serene. Hiking is also particularly enjoyable during these months, as the lower humidity makes the trails more comfortable to explore. Then, from around November to April, the northwest trade winds take over. This season is generally a bit warmer and more humid, with a higher chance of rainfall. But do not let that put you off, my dears. The rain showers are typically short and sharp, often occurring in the afternoon or at night, and they quickly give way to brilliant sunshine. The landscape becomes incredibly lush and vibrant during this time. This period is also the calmest season for the seas, making it absolutely perfect for scuba diving and snorkeling, as the underwater visibility is at its absolute best. It's a magical time to see the world beneath the waves. So, to put it simply, the best time to visit really depends on you. If you are a diver or snorkeler dreaming of crystal clear, calm seas, aim for the months between November and April. If you prefer slightly cooler, breezier weather for hiking and exploring, the period from May to October will be your ideal window. April, May, October, and November are often considered the sweet spots, as they are the transitional months between the two trade winds, offering the best of both worlds: warm weather, calm seas, and plenty of sunshine. Whatever you choose, paradise awaits you. Getting to this remote paradise is much simpler than you might imagine. The Seychelles International Airport, located on the main island of Mahé, is your gateway to the archipelago. Many major international airlines fly directly here from hubs in the Middle East, Europe, and Africa, making the journey surprisingly straightforward. You can be sipping a cup of tea in London in the morning, and, after a comfortable overnight flight, wake up to the warm, tropical air of the Seychelles. The flight itself is part of the adventure, a transition from one world to another, culminating in that breathtaking aerial view of the green islands set in the turquoise ocean. One of the most wonderful things about visiting the Seychelles is how welcoming they are. As of my last visit, and looking ahead to 2026, most visitors do not need a visa to enter the country, regardless of their nationality. Isn't that marvelous? However, you will need to have a few things in order to receive your visitor's permit upon arrival. You must have a valid passport, proof of your return or onward ticket, confirmation of your accommodation for the entire stay, and sufficient funds for your trip. It is all very standard and designed to ensure your visit is smooth and well planned. To make your arrival even more seamless, the Seychelles authorities have a digital travel authorization system. You must complete this online application a few days before you fly. You will need to upload your passport details, flight information, and accommodation bookings. It is a simple process that helps to streamline everything upon your arrival at the airport. Once you have submitted it and it's approved, you will receive a digital permit that you can show on your phone. It is a little bit of modern technology that makes entering this timeless paradise incredibly easy and efficient, so you can start your holiday sooner. Once you have cleared immigration and collected your luggage, the adventure truly begins. From the airport on Mahé, you can easily get a taxi to your hotel or pick up a rental car if you have pre-booked one. If your final destination is Praslin or La Digue, your onward journey is just a few steps away. You can head to the domestic terminal for a short scenic flight to Praslin, or take a taxi to the ferry terminal in Victoria for a lovely boat ride across the water. The journey between the islands is an experience in itself, offering stunning views and a real sense of island hopping from the moment you arrive. The Seychelles is a treasure chest of natural wonders, and its beaches are the most dazzling jewels. On La Digue, you will find Ant's Source d'Argent, quite possibly the most photographed beach on the planet. Its beauty is simply staggering. You wander through an old vanilla and coconut plantation, Lunyan Estate, to reach it, which feels like stepping back in time. Then the path opens up to reveal a scene of impossible perfection: powdery white sand, shallow crystal clear water, and those magnificent granite boulders sculpted by nature into works of art. It is a place that truly lives up to its legendary reputation. Over on Praslin, the star of the show is Anse Lazio. This beach is a perfect sweeping crescent of pristine white sand, framed by lush takamaka trees and granite rocks. The water here is deep and a brilliant shade of turquoise, making it perfect for swimming and snorkeling. There are no offshore reefs, so the waves can sometimes be a little more playful, adding to the fun. It is a larger, more open beach than some of the others, but it never feels crowded. Finding your own private spot to lay down your towel and simply gaze at the horizon is an absolute joy. It is pure, unadulterated beach perfection. Beyond the beaches, the nature reserves are absolutely unmissable. The Vallée de Mai on Praslin is a place of profound wonder. This ancient palm forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, feels like a journey to a prehistoric world. Walking beneath the canopy of giant palms, you will see the famous coco de mer, the largest seed in the plant kingdom, growing in its natural habitat. The air is thick with the calls of rare birds, including the elusive Seychelles black parrot. It is a deeply moving experience to walk these shaded paths, feeling the immense age and power of this unique ecosystem. On Mahé, the Morne Seychellois National Park covers more than 1/5 of the island. It offers a network of hiking trails that wind through dense forests, up to breathtaking viewpoints. A hike to the top of Mont Blanc offers panoramic views of the island's west coast, a truly rewarding experience for the more adventurous soul. For those interested in marine life, the Sainte-Anne Marine National Park, just a short boat trip from Victoria, is a must. It is a protected area, where you can snorkel or dive among vibrant coral reefs, swim with sea turtles, and marvel at the incredible diversity of fish. It is a vibrant underwater garden. The wonderful thing about the Seychelles is that it caters to every kind of traveler, from the budget-conscious backpacker to those seeking the utmost in luxury. You do not have to be a millionaire to enjoy this paradise. For those watching their pennies, there is a fantastic selection of self-catering apartments and family-run guest houses, particularly on Mahé and La Digue. These options provide a wonderful opportunity to live like a local. You can shop for fresh fish and produce at the market, and cook your own delicious Creole meals. It is not only economical but also a deeply authentic way to experience the islands. For those with a little more to spend, the mid-range options are plentiful and charming. You will find beautiful boutique hotels and small, intimate lodges, often situated right on the beach. These places typically offer a wonderful blend of comfort, character, and personal service. You might have a lovely room with a private balcony overlooking the ocean, a swimming pool to cool off in, and an on-site restaurant serving delicious local food. This is a fantastic way to enjoy a comfortable and relaxing holiday, without the extravagant price tag of a 5-star resort, giving you a perfect balance of value and indulgence. Of course, if you are looking to splurge, the Seychelles is home to some of the most exclusive and luxurious resorts in the world. These are places of dreams, offering private villas with personal butlers, infinity pools that seem to merge with the ocean, and world-class spas. Here, every whim is catered for. These resorts are often located on private islands or in secluded bays, ensuring complete privacy and tranquility. They offer the ultimate escape, a chance to be pampered in one of the most beautiful settings imaginable. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for a special occasion or simply for the sheer joy of it. To make your money go further, a few simple tips can make a big difference. Traveling in the shoulder seasons, such as April, May, October, or November, can often result in lower accommodation prices. Booking well in advance is always a good idea, especially for the more popular guest houses and self-catering spots. Consider mixing and matching your accommodation types. Perhaps splurge on a couple of nights in a lovely hotel, and then spend the rest of your trip in a more budget-friendly self-catering apartment. This way, you can experience the best of both worlds and create a holiday that perfectly suits your style and budget. Oh, the food! The Seychellois cuisine is a vibrant and delicious reflection of its history, a wonderful melting pot of flavors. It is a fusion of African, French, British, Indian, and Chinese influences, all blended together with the bountiful ingredients of the islands. The heart of Creole, cooking is, of course, the incredible seafood. The fish is so fresh it practically leaps from the ocean onto your plate. You must try the grilled red snapper, seasoned with garlic, ginger, and chili, or a classic fish curry, rich with coconut milk and fragrant spices. It is simple, fresh, and utterly divine. One dish you will see everywhere, and simply must try, is octopus curry. It might sound a little adventurous, but it is an absolute classic. The octopus is cooked until it is wonderfully tender and served in a creamy, aromatic coconut curry sauce. It is usually served with a mound of fluffy rice, a zesty fruit chutney, and a refreshing salad. Another local favorite is satini, a type of salad or chutney made from various ingredients like shredded green papaya, shark, or even coconut. It is a burst of flavor that perfectly complements a main dish. Exploring the local takeaways, or takeouts, is a brilliant way to sample these authentic dishes at a very reasonable price. The markets are a feast for the senses and the best place to get a feel for the local culinary scene. The Sir Selwyn Clark Market in Victoria, Mahe, is a bustling hub of activity. Here you will find stalls piled high with exotic fruits like mangoes, passion fruit, and star fruit, as well as a mind-boggling array of spices, from cinnamon and vanilla to nutmeg. The fishmongers display their morning's catch, a shimmering collection of tuna, bonito, and jobfish. It is a wonderful place to wander, to chat with the friendly vendors, and to buy some ingredients for your own Creole creations if you are self-catering, and you simply cannot leave without trying the local drinks. The fresh fruit juices are heavenly, especially the passion fruit and golden apple. For something a little stronger, you can sample the local beers, like Sabru, which is wonderfully refreshing on a hot day. The islands also produce their own rum, Takamaka rum, which is made at a lovely distillery on Mahe that you can visit. A delicious rum cocktail, as you watch the sun go down over the Indian Ocean, is one of the essential Seychelles experiences. It is the perfect end to a day in paradise, a true taste of the island spirit. A little bit of practical knowledge can go a long way in making your trip absolutely seamless. When it comes to getting around on Mahe and Praslin, you have a few options. You can rent a small car, which gives you the freedom to explore every hidden beach and winding mountain road at your own pace. Do be aware that they drive on the left, and the roads can be narrow and steep in places. Alternatively, the public buses are incredibly cheap and offer a real local experience. On La Digue, as I mentioned, Abro de Dio mentioned the best way to get around is by renting a bicycle. It is a joyful, leisurely way to explore the island's sandy tracks. While the Seychelles is a very safe country, it is always wise to take sensible precautions, just as you would anywhere. Keep your valuables, like passports and extra cash, in your hotel safe. Do not leave belongings unattended on the beach. When it comes to money, the local currency is the Seychellois rupee, but yours are also widely accepted, especially in hotels and for tours. It is a good idea to have some rupees and cash for smaller purchases at local shops, markets, and takeaways. Credit cards are accepted in most hotels and larger restaurants, but cash is king in the smaller, more remote establishments. One of the most important things we can do as visitors is to protect the incredible natural environment that makes the Seychelles so special. The coral reefs are fragile ecosystems. When you go swimming or snorkeling, please use a reef-safe sunscreen. These are sunscreens made without chemicals like oxybenzone and octinoxate, which are known to harm coral. You are a guest in this underwater world, so please do not touch or stand on the coral. Also, be mindful of your plastic consumption. Carry a reusable water bottle and shopping bag to help reduce waste and keep these beautiful islands pristine for generations to come. Finally, just embrace the pace of life. Things move a little slower here, in the most wonderful way. Island time is a real thing. Do not be in a rush. Smile, say hello, bonjour in Creole, and engage with the wonderfully friendly Seychellois people. They are proud of their beautiful country and are often happy to share tips and stories. Your trip to the Seychelles in 2026 is more than just a holiday. It is an opportunity to connect with nature and experience a different way of life. It is a place that will restore your spirit and leave you with memories that will warm your heart for years to come. It's simply waiting for you.